In this tutorial, we're going to have a look at practicing using the curve line and the polyline inside in Google Drawing to trace some items. So in this example, you can see we got two random shapes in this image. Okay, I'm going to go with this top one first. Because it's got more round corners, I'm going to use the curve line. So we'll drop down on our select a line tool, pick the curve line. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I zoom in first. That's our biggest tip. Zoom in. Okay. The more we zoom in, the easier these corners and turns are. So I'm going to select my curve tool. I'm just going to pick a spot to start. I'm going to move along. And you can see my blue line shows me where the line is going to be drawn. I'm going to pick a spot where it starts to kind of go off the line I'm tracing, and I clicked. And now I'm able to make a curve with this. So as I move along, you'll see the blue line slightly comes off the black line. That's a point at which I want to click again. So I'm just going to work my way around. And it's okay if I make a mistake. I'm going to deliberately make a mistake there. I'm going to fix that afterwards. So I'm just using the mouse wheel to scroll up and down and left and right in order to be able to follow along. So as the blue line kind of goes off the line you're tracing, that's a point to click. And then you can move along. Take your time doing this. I'm doing it a bit quick because I'm doing it for a tutorial. This will help with your mouse clicking. It'll help with your hand-eye coordination. That's a good skill. So you can see now I'm close to the end, right? So here's the end, there's the start. As I move the end to the start point, you'll see they kind of jump together, okay? That will allow me to create a full shape. And you know it's a full shape now because it filled in. So coming back to this mistake, I'm going to get the select tool, and I'm going to double click on my shape I made, double click. Now you can see I got these little purple kind of lavender looking dots. These are nodes that I can edit. So I can actually reshape this whatever way I want. So I'm going to fix this deliberate mistake I made. I'm going to move that out there onto the line. You can see there's one here. I could really get back in here and fine tune all of my curves if I wanted to make this as perfect as I wanted, right? So the great thing is you can come back and edit afterwards. And when you're done, you just click to finish. You can see there now I've made my shape. So that's our curve line. We can see this second shape down here. It's got lots of jagged points. So doing that with a curve line would be difficult. So what I'm going to use here is the polyline. Okay. Now again, zoom right in. Okay, you can zoom in as close as you want. Grab your polyline tool. Start on a corner. Click. This is a lot quicker and easier, especially when you have like jagged shapes. Now I want to scroll to the right here. Okay, so I'm going to go to the right, and I can't do that with the mouse wheel. I could go down here and grab this tab at the bottom and move across, but there's a shortcut. I'm going to hold down the shift key and then use the mouse wheel, and it zooms left and right for me. That way I can navigate all around this image. So look, hold down the shift key and zoom to the right. I can navigate all around this image without having to grab any of those tabs. Look, hold down the shift key and scroll. That will allow me to navigate all around this and do it all in one go. Now, the trick with doing this is that when you click, you don't want to click too close to the previous point that you clicked because that will end it. If you double click, you will end it also. There's my start, so I'm at my end. And you can